Do you think you know everything about this world? Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary journey to discover some of the strangest people on Earth. Individuals you've never heard of, each with unusual stories that stretch beyond the limits of imagination and are sure to leave you astonished. Before we dive into these thrilling mysteries, don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of the incredible discoveries ahead. A defining moment completely changed the life of young Lauren Showers when a forklift accident put his body in critical danger. To save his life, doctors had to perform a major surgery to remove his entire lower body. It was an incredibly difficult decision that no one would ever want to face, but Lauren chose to keep living, accepted the change, and stayed beside his loved ones as he began a new chapter in life with an entirely different experience. After the accident, Lauren refused to be consumed by fear or self-doubt. Together with his devoted wife, he shared his hopeful recovery journey online, spreading positivity to many. Despite facing significant change, Lauren keeps a bright smile and strong spirit, learning to adapt to daily activities while appreciating every moment of life. Lauren is a testament to the power of love and resilience. With his wife's support and his unbreakable spirit, he turned hardship into strength, reminding everyone that even when the body changes, the will remains strong. Lauren lives fully each day, inspiring and guiding those facing challenges. Charmaine Sahadeo spent most of her life battling a tumor from a rare form of neurofibromatosis, enduring pain and social isolation. She lived in solitude, hiding her true self, yet always longing for love and a normal life. Through modern medicine, Charmaine underwent several surgeries to restore her appearance and dignity, becoming a powerful inspiration for people around the world. Alexandra once carried a large tumor on her neck, which not only altered her appearance but also affected her breathing. For many years, she lived in fear, covering herself with layers of scarves and avoiding the outside world. The heavy tumor weighed not only on her body but also restrained her youthful spirit, longing for freedom and the chance to embrace life. The turning point in Alexandra's life came when she received support from top doctors through a compassionate medical program. The hours-long surgery to remove the tumor was a journey to reclaim her lost identity. Her resilience and determination to overcome illness created a medical miracle. Seeing her true face in the mirror after many years, tears of joy marked the start of an entirely new chapter. After shedding the burden of the tumor, Alexandra began a new chapter of life with confidence and deep gratitude. She actively engages in community activities, sharing her story to inspire and support those facing similar challenges. Are you inspired by Alexandra's resilience? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread her message of hope. Winston Clements was born with a small body and legs dependent on a motorized wheelchair after more than 200 bone fractures. Rather than surrendering to adversity, he stood on stage in London as a renowned motivational speaker. His powerful voice challenges stereotypes about the abilities of people with disabilities while spreading a positive mindset about the true value of every individual in the community. Love came to Winston when he met Mayfair, an enthusiastic life coach, at a personal development event. She was drawn to his vibrant energy and extraordinary resilience, not pity. Their connection became a union of two kindred spirits, bridging the gap between a person with a disability and someone without. Together, they built a marriage based on respect, understanding, and a shared desire to reach new heights. Through their YouTube channel, The Clements, the couple shares their warm, interabled life. The birth of their daughter Malika shows that physical differences only strengthen love. They use laughter and optimism to send the message: disability does not prevent anyone from being loved and living fully. Shweli Abing carries the beauty of a snow angel, with pure white skin and hair due to congenital albinism. Born in China, where prejudices were harsh, she was abandoned as an infant. Her life changed when a Dutch family adopted and loved her. From the darkness of an orphanage, Shweli stepped into the light with a strong desire to affirm her own worth. Shweli's unique beauty took her to prestigious fashion runways and the cover of Vogue Italia. She is not just a model, but a symbol of diversity, challenging traditional beauty standards. Every image of her carries a powerful message about acceptance and respect for differences, turning what was once seen as unusual into a strength that affirms her presence. As a UNESCO ambassador, Shweli continually works to break prejudices and spread pride in being different. Her journey from an abandoned child to a global icon proves that true beauty comes from the courage to be yourself. Gabriela Murillo, known as Gabby, was once a young woman full of dreams during her internship at the magical world of Disney. A car accident caused by a drunk driver took away her mobility, leaving her paralyzed from the neck down. At the peak of her youth, Gabby faced the harsh reality of life in a wheelchair, fully dependent on others. Yet, amidst these challenges, the fire of determination within her began to ignite, becoming the strength that would carry her forward. Gabby's recovery journey is not only a battle against physical pain, but also a fight for justice. Her family stood by her, turning her struggle into an awareness campaign through a powerful documentary about her life. The film warns about the severe dangers of drunk driving while celebrating the value of life. Gabby transformed her personal tragedy into a meaningful lesson for society, sending a strong and inspiring message. Today, Gabby inspires others with her unwavering determination and remarkable optimism. Are you inspired by Gabby's resilience and spirit? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread hope. Bella's journey changed at 18, when a rare medical reaction after heart surgery left her paralyzed on one side. From an active young woman, she had to adjust to life in a wheelchair. Instead of giving up, Bella faced the challenge with extraordinary courage. She sees her wheelchair not as a barrier, but as new wings to explore the world, proving that even when the body is limited, the desire to live fully remains unstoppable. On social media, Bella shares every small step of her recovery journey. Images of her standing with the help of a robotic frame have become a symbol of hope for millions. She takes part in extreme sports, from rowing to skiing, proving that people with disabilities can still conquer great heights. Bella teaches us to value every small movement and turn challenges into motivation to shine in our own way. Bella not only lives for herself, but also serves as a powerful voice for the global disabled community. She uses her influence to break stereotypes about perfect beauty and promote social inclusion. Her story reminds us that true happiness comes not from strong legs, but from a courageous heart chasing dreams. Every step Bella takes spreads a priceless message of love for life and the power of determination. Angel Jufrea, known as the Bionic Actress, is a pioneer in blending human beauty with robotic technology. Born missing part of an arm, she turned her difference into a unique advantage with advanced bionic arms. Far from hiding them, Angel wears them as stylish, powerful tech accessories, redefining perfection where humans and machines become one. In her acting and modeling career, Angel uses her unique image to change Hollywood's perception of people with disabilities. She appears confidently on screen, using her robotic arm to perform diverse and challenging roles. Angel does not want to be chosen for her difference alone. She proves her true talent through performance and inspiration, representing a new generation of artists using technology to overcome biological limits. Beyond her art, Angel is a captivating public speaker, sharing insights on assistive technology and human rights. She inspires those in similar situations, encouraging them to embrace technology to enhance life and shine with confidence. With optimism, Angel explores new innovations, proving that humans have no limits, becoming a modern warrior and a symbol of the brilliant bionic dream. Birgitte Reyton is Norway's pride in para-equestrian sports, a fearless athlete competing on the international Paralympic stage. For her, the horse's back is not only a competition arena, but a place of complete freedom and perfect harmony with nature. Despite physical challenges, Birgitte showcases masterful technique and a warrior's spirit, turning limitations into mesmerizing artistic leaps. The bond between Birgitte and her horses is a story of trust and unspoken understanding. The horses seem to feel her determination, becoming strong legs that help her overcome every barrier and reach new heights. Every medal reflects thousands of hours of training, overcoming pain and fatigue. Birgitte competes not just for results, but to show that elite sports have a place for resilient souls who never give up. Birgitte Reyton's life is a living inspiration, showing that passion and determination can overcome any physical challenge. Is this a remarkable human achievement? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories. In 2011, Arunima Sinha, a promising volleyball player, suffered a violent attack that led to the loss of one leg. In that moment of apparent despair, she refused to give up. From her wheelchair, a fierce will to survive ignited within her, and she vowed to accomplish what no one thought a person with a disability could achieve. With a prosthetic leg and enduring physical pain, Arunima began her journey to conquer Everest. Every step on the icy slopes was a daunting challenge, with harsh conditions and doubt from others looming. She climbed not only with strength, but with the iron will of someone who once faced death. Arunima shows that the greatest limitation is not losing a leg, but lacking dreams and courage. On May 21, 2013, Arunima became the first woman with a prosthetic leg to conquer Mount Everest, raising the Indian flag. She turned tragedy into motivation, creating a story of strength and rebirth. Her journey reminds us that no matter life's challenges, with faith, anyone can reach the highest peaks. Arunima is a shining steel flower amid the white snow. Deepa Malik's life changed in 1999 when spinal tumors required multiple serious surgeries, leaving her paralyzed from the waist down. Facing life in a wheelchair, she did not complain. Deepa knew that while her legs might stop moving, her heart and mind could always overcome any obstacle and prejudice. In her 30s, when many might slow down, Deepa Malik embarked on professional parasports. She challenged herself in swimming, racing, and weightlifting. Each fall was a chance to rise stronger, using her hands and extraordinary will to compensate for her legs. Deepa competes not just for medals, but to affirm herself and inspire the community. At Rio 2016, Deepa Malik made history as the first Indian woman to win a Paralympic medal. Her silver in shot put at middle age shattered stereotypes about age and disability. She proved that adversity can be a springboard to glory. Bharat Kumar was born missing his left arm, making his childhood full of insecurity and hardship. Living in a small village in India, he faced doubtful glances and worries about the future. Yet, in the cool waters, he felt true freedom. His single arm became a powerful paddle, allowing him to glide forward and leave behind all insecurities about his body. Bharat's journey to becoming a professional swimmer was filled with sweat and determination. He once washed cars to make ends meet and pursue his passion for swimming. Missing an arm made balance and propulsion much harder, yet he never gave up. He trained relentlessly, turning his difference into a unique advantage. For him, every lap was a race against fate itself. Bharat's perseverance earned him over 50 gold medals nationally and internationally, making him a symbol of determination. The story of the one-armed swimmer goes beyond sports achievements. It teaches self-respect and relentless effort. Are you inspired by Bharat's journey and resilience? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread this meaningful message. Manasi Joshi was once a software engineer with a bright future, but a 2011 car accident took one of her legs. Instead of retreating in self-doubt, Manasi kept her passion and drive alive. The accident was not the end, but the start of an extraordinary journey where she turned challenges into strength to keep moving forward. Manasi found strength and solace in badminton. Moving on the court with a prosthetic leg was a major physical and mental challenge. She trained relentlessly, turning heavy steps into graceful, powerful jumps. Every drop of sweat on the court is a testament to her iron will, proving that disability is just a trait, not a destiny. The reward came when Manasi Joshi claimed the top spot at the World Para Badminton Championships. She is not only a champion on the court, but also a symbol of change. advocating for the rights and inclusion of people with disabilities in India. Her story reminds us that when we accept and love ourselves, the world opens its doors to welcome the strongest steps of perseverance. In a sunlit room in Dallas, Grace Nova sits confidently at the piano. Escobar syndrome causes her joints to stiffen, but it cannot lock away the artist within. When the notes play, the world no longer sees a disabled teenager, but a soaring heart, where music comes from willpower, not just hands. Grace shines not only in music, but also on runways and sports arenas. She walks with pride, turning physical limitations into unique beauty that challenges norms. Whether holding a tennis racket or performing in New York, her radiant smile sends a message breaking stereotypes. Grace doesn't seek pity. She wants the world to witness the strength of a warrior living life fully. Beyond the spotlight, Grace carries deep faith and compassion. She faces challenges with humor, treating every difficulty as a chance to grow. She shares her journey online not for fame, but to inspire those struggling. Grace Nova proves that disability may affect the body, but it never limits dreams or human worth. Even before birth, Mariam and Mia were as fragile as glass. On the day they were born, their parents could only touch them gently, as even the smallest movement could break their bones. With dozens of congenital fractures and a grim medical prognosis, the sisters' survival to this day is a priceless miracle, a testament to the power of love. Despite hundreds of fractures and painful surgeries, Mariam and Mia never gave up. Behind their small bodies lies the spirit of true warriors, meeting pain with bright smiles. They grow through extraordinary willpower and their family's loving support. Their story proves that the most fragile things can hold great strength, and even in adversity, they write a brilliant chapter of life with hope. Marky Jaquez is a butterfly child, a nickname for those with epidermolysis bullosa, EB. His skin is so fragile that even a gentle touch or hug can cause painful blisters. His life is a daily routine of full-body bandaging to protect himself, yet his eyes always shine with hope. Every day is a quiet battle with pain for Marky. Eating, bathing, or changing bandages are all major challenges. Yet he has a strong, wise soul. Marky loves superhero toys and dreams of having extraordinary powers to fight his disease. His resilience inspires even the strongest adults, leaving them in awe and moved. Marky's family has sacrificed greatly to give him as normal a life as possible. Their love soothes his wounds, turning dark days into moments of laughter. His story raises awareness of EB and reminds us of the power of compassion. Though his skin is fragile like a butterfly, Marky's will is strong as diamond, shining brightly in the world. Savvy entered the fashion world as a surreal phenomenon, standing 2.04 meters tall with 1.33 meters legs. Her childhood was filled with insecurity and teasing over her unique height. But instead of hiding, she stood tall, turning her striking difference into a strength to conquer the world's most prestigious runways. Every step Savvy takes on the runway exudes confidence and pride. She doesn't shrink herself to fit societal standards, but compels the world to look up and redefine beauty. Her presence in stunning outfits inspires girls who feel insecure about their appearance, proving that every body feature can become art when cherished. Savvy is an icon of strength, championing diversity and showing that every body is a unique masterpiece. Her story is not just about spotlight glory, but a courageous journey of self-healing and celebrating individuality. She proves that difference is the most precious gift we can be fortunate to have. Holden Cesack lives with Lesch-Nyhan syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that affects his ability to walk and speak. From a young age, his life has been tied to a wheelchair and medical challenges. Yet Holden has never let his condition diminish his spirit or presence in the community. Rather than hiding, Holden became a symbol of resilience through his passion for sports. As an honorary member of the Cambridge Hawks hockey team, he takes the ice with a bright smile. His love for sports and Hot Wheels bridges gaps, revealing a free spirit beyond his physical challenges. Beyond that, Holden has made a real impact through the Barrier-Free Cambridge project. Alongside his father, he advocates for better pathways and clears snow for wheelchair users. From a boy facing many barriers, Holden has become a source of inspiration, helping create a fairer and more accessible community for all. Amy Brooks was born facing a major challenge: no arms or legs due to the rare tetra amelia syndrome. From birth, life placed seemingly insurmountable barriers on her path. Instead of giving up, Amy faces the world with steel resolve and a heart full of life's desire, focusing not on what is missing, but on the limitless potential within. With extraordinary determination, Amy learned to do everything using her shoulders and mouth. From applying makeup and cooking to writing books, she proves that the only true limit is willpower. Small actions for others are monumental for Amy, the result of effort, tears, and perseverance. Her daily life videos inspire millions around the world. Amy Brooks is not only a talented speaker, but also a dedicated author. She shows that human worth comes from kindness and contribution, not appearance. This flower of resilience continues to shine, reminding us to cherish every moment of life. From Harare, Zimbabwe, Sinikwe Kademaunga has redefined beauty. Born with arms ending at the elbows and incomplete legs, she faced judgment and doubt. Yet Sinikwe refused to let her differences define her life. Every scar and unique feature is part of her proud personal identity. With extraordinary skill, Sinikwe turns her handless arms into magical artistic tools. She styles complex hair and applies intricate makeup for herself and clients. Watching her carefully line eyes or blend makeup, people see not her differences, but an artist's soul in full bloom. Sinikwe turns the impossible into possible, establishing her place in the beauty industry. Today, Sinikwe is not only a makeup expert, but also an icon of self-love. She shares positive messages about body acceptance and overcoming insecurities. Her life shows that believing in yourself can change the way the world sees you. Sinikwe is a powerful inspiration for women seeking confidence amid societal pressures. In the town of Warrington, England, there is a tiny girl with a giant heart named Georgia Rank. Standing just 30 inches tall, about 76 centimeters, due to a rare form of skeletal dysplasia, Georgia enters adulthood in the body of a child. But don't be fooled by her stature, for within her lies an explosive energy and a remarkably strong personality, always ready to face and overcome every challenge life throws her way. Despite relying on a wheelchair and facing physical pain from her bones not developing normally, Georgia has never let herself fall into despair. She loves fashion, enjoys hanging out with friends, and embraces life just like any other teenager. Her optimism shines through in her radiant smile, making her the center of attention in the most uplifting way. She doesn't want pity, she wants respect. At 18, Georgia shows that maturity isn't measured by height, but by courage and thoughtful insight. She actively uses social media to connect and inspire others facing similar challenges. Her story is a powerful reminder that, even in a small frame, each of us can leave a remarkable mark on the world. Sophie Green is a real-life fairy tale, a girl who turned her feet into extraordinary hands. Born without arms in China and adopted by a compassionate family in the United States, her life has been a journey of constant adaptation and creativity. From a young age, instead of complaining, she learned to use her feet to hold a spoon, write, and even play the piano with remarkable skill. Sophie's world knows no limits, as she always finds her own ways to pursue her dreams. The image of her standing on one foot while gracefully using the other to write precise letters has touched the hearts of millions. Beyond daily tasks, Sophie also reveals a natural talent for dance. Her movements on stage are not just art, they are a testament to the power of perseverance and a joyful spirit. Family has always been Sophie's strong support, encouraging her to be independent and confident in herself. Watching her laugh with friends or perform confidently in front of an audience reveals a spirit unbound by any physical limitation. Sophie Green is living proof that when one door closes, another opens, so long as we have the courage to keep moving forward on our own 2 feet. Jennifer Hiles is a brave mother and wife battling arteriovenous malformation, AVM. Tiny blood vessel growths under her skin have distorted her face and remain dangerously fragile. For years, she has endured not only physical pain but also whispers and criticism from those who don't understand her condition. Despite undergoing numerous painful and risky surgeries, Jennifer maintains an inspiringly positive spirit. Her greatest motivation comes from her 2 daughters and supportive husband. She shares her treatment journey online, revealing her most vulnerable moments to give people a real understanding of AVM. Her honesty has sparked widespread empathy and support. Jennifer doesn't seek perfection. She simply longs for the health to watch her children grow. Each surgery is a gamble with fate, yet she moves forward with unwavering faith. Jennifer's story is a testament to maternal love and the extraordinary strength of a woman facing life's toughest challenges. Bella Roberts is a young woman living with lymphedema, a condition that causes her legs to swell far beyond their normal size. Once an active teenager, Bella suddenly had to adjust to wearing specially made shoes and facing curious looks whenever she stepped outside. The condition not only makes walking more difficult, but also brings a heavy emotional burden for a young woman at an age when confidence and self-image matter so deeply. Instead of hiding her differences, Bella chose to face them openly. She shares images of her legs and daily challenges online, including her moments of despair. Her courage shows she is not alone. Thousands in similar situations find inspiration and strength in her story. Bella's life is now filled with meaningful activities aimed at raising awareness about lymphedema. She actively participates in health advocacy campaigns, helping others understand that this condition deserves empathy rather than judgment. Though her legs may feel heavy from the disease, Bella moves gracefully on her mission to spread love and understanding. She stands as a true inspiration for confidence and courage. And those are the unbelievable stories of some of the most extraordinary people on the planet that we have just explored. So, which one amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and especially subscribe to the channel so you can continue joining us as we uncover the endless mysteries of the world around us. Thank you for spending your time watching. Goodbye, and see you in the next video. You won't believe that the people we're about to introduce actually exist in real life. These real-life extraordinary individuals possess appearances and abilities that will leave you astonished. Things that once made them targets of ridicule, exclusion, or judgment, but now shine in ways no one could have imagined. Each story is an extraordinary journey where resilience, determination, and the courage to rise above prejudice turn differences into a limitless source of strength. Every detail you're about to discover will take you from shock to absolute disbelief, as the truth goes far beyond anything you could imagine. So before we begin this emotional journey filled with tears, take just a second to hit the like button. Share this video to help spread these meaningful stories. Leave a comment below with your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to give us the motivation to keep bringing you more powerful and valuable stories ahead. An unexpected accident in early childhood can leave behind the harshest challenges. And Annika's story stands as a powerful testament to resilience and the will to survive. During a visit to her aunt's street food stall, a tragic incident occurred, leaving Annika with severe burns across her back, torso, and both arms. Reflecting on that painful time, her mother, Felicia, once shared through tears that she cried every morning upon seeing her daughter, haunted by the fear that her little angel might not survive. The recovery process that followed was incredibly difficult, demanding extraordinary patience and endurance from such a small body. Yet beyond the immense physical challenges, Annika fought bravely to reclaim her life with unshakable determination. Her journey through adversity is not only a reminder of the importance of caution, but also a tribute to the boundless love of family and the strength of the human spirit, igniting a powerful flame of hope as she courageously moves forward to write a brighter future for herself. Alasia Caldwell is a resilient young woman from the United States who was born with a rare medical condition known as a lymphatic cyst. This condition caused a large, non-cancerous growth to develop around her face and neck due to abnormalities in the lymphatic system. The presence of the growth not only significantly affected her appearance, but also created major challenges in essential daily functions, such as breathing and eating. From her earliest years, Alaysia's childhood was closely tied to hospital visits and numerous complex surgeries aimed at reducing the size of the growth and improving her quality of life. Despite facing physical pain and ongoing medical challenges, she consistently showed extraordinary strength and a deeply admirable, optimistic spirit. Growing up was far from easy, as she often had to deal with curious stares and unkind comments from people around her. However, instead of withdrawing into insecurity, Alaysia chose to face reality with remarkable courage, compassion, and inner strength. With the unconditional love and constant support of her family, she gradually built the confidence to step out into the world with greater self-assurance. Beyond simply accepting herself, Alaysia also chose to use the power of social media to openly share her authentic story with people around the world. She has appeared in medical documentaries and media platforms to raise awareness about lymphatic cyst conditions while sharing an important message about self-love and acceptance. Through her radiant presence and openness, Alaysia has shown that true beauty shines through resilience, kindness, and inner strength. Her courage has touched the hearts of millions, becoming a powerful source of inspiration for those facing visible physical challenges. Alaysia Caldwell's life story is a beautiful reminder that anyone can rise above adversity and live a life filled with meaning, pride, and purpose. For many people, taking a normal step is something taken for granted. But for a young girl named Jimby, it was once a distant dream that required immense courage to reach. Growing up with a rare medical condition often referred to as wind-swept knees, her legs bent in the same direction, making walking and maintaining balance an enormous challenge. Yet behind her small frame was a resilient spirit that refused to give in. Her desire to run, play, and attend school like other children kept her hope alive. A life-changing turning point came when Jimby received medical support from international humanitarian organizations, allowing her to undergo a complex corrective surgery on her legs. The recovery process demanded great patience and extraordinary effort, but her bright smile never faded. Now, with her legs straightened, Jimby not only walks confidently toward a brighter future, but also stands as a powerful symbol of resilience, showing that challenges can be overcome with determination and the support of a caring community. Bharat Tiwari is a well-known priest from the Jabalpur region of India who gained international media attention for his extraordinary physical flexibility, earning the nickname the Flexible Priest. His unusually adaptable joints allow his body to bend and move far beyond what most people would consider normal. While this unique condition may be linked to naturally loose ligaments, Bharat has never viewed his physical difference as something to hide or feel ashamed of. Instead, he has embraced it with remarkable optimism, valuing his unique condition and firmly believing it to be a special gift from a higher power. His extraordinary ability to bend his body and move his limbs with unusual flexibility allows him to carry out daily activities and religious rituals in a truly distinctive way. His calm demeanor, warm personality, and confident presence in public have challenged assumptions, earning him attention, admiration, and respect from many people in his local community. Bharat has never hidden his differences. Instead, he has chosen to use this extraordinary trait to connect more deeply with the people around him, spreading a meaningful message about compassion, acceptance, and embracing one's true self. His life journey is not simply a fascinating medical phenomenon, but also a deeply inspiring story that powerfully reminds us that a person's true value is defined by character, resilience, and spirit, rather than outward appearance. No one could forget the fateful day when a rare accident involving shampoo catching fire engulfed 12-year-old Alima Ali in a terrifying blaze. Yet instead of allowing the severe third-degree burns covering 55% of her body and prolonged periods of unconsciousness to define her future, the young girl from Bradford, England chose to confront the harsh reality and rediscover herself. The moment Alima decided to look into the mirror and face her new appearance was not an ending, but the beginning of a powerful transformation. It was the moment she shed the mask of fear and stepped into the world with the mindset of someone who had overcome extraordinary odds. The scrutinizing stares of strangers when she first stepped out onto the street could not break the will of a warrior who once had only a 10% chance of survival. Instead of hiding in the shadows, Alima Ali chose to shine brilliantly on social media with makeup tutorials, attracting over 17 million views. Every delicate brushstroke on her face is not just a beauty technique, but a manifesto of limitless vitality. She has proven to the world that horrific events do not have to interrupt one's passion. On the contrary, they can become a launch pad to achieve more extraordinary things than ever before. Her journey reminds us never to dwell solely on the pain of past accidents, but to focus all our energy on the miraculous journey of rebirth. Because true beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living. And at the very moment you dare to love yourself again, life will open up proud new chapters. It is hard to believe that a girl with only a 10% chance of survival could become a proud icon of the beauty world. Do you admire Alima Ali's iron will? Please give her a like. Write down what impressed you most in the comments, and hit subscribe to always stay tuned for the most extraordinary stories. Junrei Balawing is a uniquely inspiring individual from the small town of Sindangan in Zamboanga del Norte, Philippines. Born in 1993, Junrei initially developed like many other infants, but after just a few months, his family began noticing that his physical growth had completely stopped. Despite his exceptionally small stature and the many challenges he faced with movement and daily activities, Junrei never allowed physical limitations to take away his bright smile, positive spirit, and joyful outlook on life. This young man's life entered a proud new chapter on his 18th birthday in 2011. On that occasion, representatives from a world records organization officially recognized Junrei as the world's shortest living man, with a recorded height of just 59.9 centimeters, or approximately 23.5 inches. This remarkable milestone brought tremendous joy not only to Junrei and his family, but also brought international attention to his small hometown, introducing it to people around the world. Because of this recognition, Junrei received an outpouring of attention, kindness, and support from compassionate people around the world. Although he was unable to walk steadily and relied heavily on the loving assistance of his parents for many daily activities, Junrei always expressed deep gratitude and brought positive energy to everyone who had the chance to meet him. He enjoyed drawing, interacting with the people around him, and became a local symbol of extraordinary resilience and optimism. Junrei's story is a clear reminder that a person's true worth is never defined by physical size or outward appearance. Sadly, in 2020, He passed away at the age of 27 due to health-related complications, bringing to a close a life that, while relatively short, was deeply meaningful and inspiring. The image of this small young man with his gentle smile and remarkable resilience in the face of adversity will remain in the hearts of those who admired him, reminding us of the power of family love and the incredible ability to spread joy despite life's limitations. Going beyond ordinary physical limitations, Lewis' legend stands as a powerful example of the miraculous reconstructive potential of modern medicine and the human will to survive. Born with a congenital condition in which he had no jawbone, he faced a biological map missing one of the most essential structures required for basic life functions. Rather than surrendering to adversity, Lewis entered a dramatic journey of medical reconstruction, where each surgery represented a step toward reclaiming his ability to speak and experience the simple pleasures of life. This journey is not only a scientific achievement, but also an endless source of inspiration, reminding us that true beauty is shaped by courage and an unbreakable desire to live. No one could have guessed that a common acne prescription could completely change Kurt's destiny in just a few short months. Instead of letting the pain of dress syndrome and patches of vitiligo drown his confidence, he chose a path of great courage, looking directly into the mirror and accepting the new version of himself. The moment Kurt decided to shed his shroud of insecurity to step out into the world was no longer an escape, but a spectacular rebirth, where every change on his body became a new chapter in the journey of affirming his self-worth. Stage lights and camera lenses have now become the platform for Kurt to showcase the beauty of being different, rather than the marks of his 2019 dermatological crisis. He no longer views hair loss or patchy skin as defects, but has transformed them into the artistic language of a charismatic and vibrant model. His story spreads a valuable message. True beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living. Kurt's journey reminds us that rebirth is only truly radiant when you dare to look in the mirror with pride and walk with all the dignity of a warrior. Natalia defies the mysterious multicentric osteolysis syndrome, where her once solid skeleton gradually fades like mist, yet her will only grows sharper than steel. Although every movement is a grueling negotiation for survival, she resolutely asserts her personal identity beyond the dissolution of her physical form. This is a powerful testament to an extraordinary desire to live, reminding us of the infinite strength of the soul. The appearance of Suman Khatun in the early 21st century created a global media earthquake when this young Indian girl was recorded as one of the heaviest children in the world, at only 6 years old. Suman weighed approximately 100 kilograms, an unimaginable figure for a developing skeletal system, making the images of her standing beside her family a haunting visual contrast. The root of this condition was not merely dietary habits, but a fierce battle with a rare endocrine and metabolic disorder that caused her brain to constantly send uncontrollable, intense signals of hunger. Suman Khatun's case is not only an intensely curious phenomenon, but also a priceless medical record, sounding an alarm about the hidden corners of genetics and the complexity of human biological mechanisms that modern medicine is still striving to decode. Natalia Kuznetsova, often affectionately nicknamed Amazona by her fans, is one of the world's most well-known female professional bodybuilders and powerlifters from Russia. Her journey to becoming a global symbol of physical strength began from incredibly humble beginnings. Born in 1991 in Chita, Natalia was once a slim and shy young girl. Hoping to improve her confidence and build her physical strength, she decided to begin weight training at just 14 years old. Under the structured guidance of professional coaches, Natalia quickly revealed a natural talent and a deep passion for weightlifting. Through extraordinary discipline and an intense training routine, she completely transformed her physique and rose to become a sports phenomenon, challenging traditional assumptions about the physical limits of women. With an incredibly muscular build that has impressed even experienced male athletes, Natalia went on to achieve remarkable success in competition. She set multiple world records in categories such as bench press and deadlift, firmly establishing her place on respected international stages. Beyond her achievements in professional sports, Natalia's influence has also grown powerfully across social media platforms. She inspires millions of followers through energetic training videos and uplifting messages about discipline, strength, and self-confidence. Although she has faced differing opinions regarding conventional beauty standards, she has always remained proud of the results she built through her own dedication, hard work, and perseverance. Beyond sports, she has also explored the world of performance art by appearing on the national theater stage, further demonstrating her versatility and willingness to step outside her comfort zone. Natalia's life journey is a powerful example of turning early limitations into extraordinary motivation for success. Through unwavering determination and a deep passion for sport, she has built a truly unique identity for herself, becoming a symbol of resilience, confidence, and the relentless drive to prove herself in the face of life's toughest challenges. Stan Larkin, a remarkable young American known for his extraordinary resilience, became part of an inspiring medical story after living 555 days without his natural biological heart. Diagnosed with a genetic condition that gradually weakened his heart muscle, Stan faced a life-threatening health crisis. To keep him alive while waiting for a suitable donor transplant, medical specialists made the critical decision to remove his failing heart and replace its function with an artificial heart device. This life-sustaining device operated through an air compression system weighing more than 6 kilograms, which Stan carried in a backpack with him at all times, day and night. What amazed the world was not only the extraordinary medical technology, but also the optimism and resilience of the young man himself. Rather than remaining confined to a hospital bed or allowing the equipment to define his youth, Stan continued to embrace life fully and live with incredible energy and determination. He remained independent in his daily life, spending time with loved ones, going out, and even continuing to play the basketball he loved with friends while carrying the medical backpack securely on his back. After more than a year and a half living alongside a mechanical heartbeat, Stan's miracle finally arrived in 2016 when he received a donor heart and successfully underwent a life-changing transplant surgery. Were you inspired by Stan's journey and perseverance? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread this meaningful message. Have you ever believed in the presence of characters stepping out of fairy tales in real life? That is the case of Shyla Calvert-Yin, a globally famous girl with fluffy white hair like a brilliant halo, not due to the intervention of chemicals or elaborate hair techniques. Shyla's signature upright hair is the result of uncombable hair syndrome, an extremely rare medical phenomenon that has caused millions of people to watch her every frame on social media in amazement. From a scientific perspective, This is a fascinating rebellion of genetic mutations directly affecting the core structure of hair follicles. Instead of having a normal round cross-section, Shyla Calvert-Yin's hair strands are triangular or kidney-shaped, causing them to constantly stand upright and never be combed flat. However, instead of viewing this as a barrier, Shyla and her family have turned this difference into a proud personal hallmark, offering a profound educational lesson on cherishing the unique traits gifted by nature. Shyla Calvert-Yin's journey to stardom is not merely about entertainment, but is a heroic anthem of confidence and self-esteem. With her unique white hair that always shines, the young girl has proven that true beauty does not lie in stereotypical standards, but in how we love ourselves. Each of Shyla's images serves as a powerful reminder. Do not try to blend into the crowd when you were born to be a different miracle, because that very difference is what creates a person's most intense attraction. Nick Smith is a deeply inspiring individual known for his remarkable resilience and extraordinary optimism. Living with MOPD type 2 microcephalic osteodysplastic primordial dwarfism, an extremely rare form of primordial dwarfism, Nick has a much smaller physical stature than most people. This genetic condition causes the body to grow at an exceptionally slow rate, beginning even before birth. Yet behind his small frame is an enormous heart, an uplifting spirit, and an incredible passion for life. Born and raised in the United States, surrounded by the unconditional love of his mother, Shelley, and the support of his two average-sized older brothers, Nick has always been encouraged to live a full and equal life. Rather than being overly protective, his family made sure he had the opportunity to experience the world just like anyone else. Although daily life sometimes requires special adjustments and presents physical challenges, Nick has never allowed those obstacles to overshadow his joy for life. He continues to face the world with a bright smile, remarkable confidence, and an inspiring sense of optimism. The most remarkable part of Nick's life journey is his joyful personality and the positive energy he brings to everyone around him. He loves entertainment, especially animated movies, enjoys dancing, and has a wonderful sense of humor that easily brings laughter to others. Nick does not see his physical differences as a limitation. Instead, he uses his charm, friendliness, and uplifting spirit to connect with people and break down barriers wherever he goes. Anyone who meets Nick is often drawn to his warmth, kindness, and genuinely beautiful heart. Although MOPD type 2 brought many complex health challenges throughout his life, Nick overcame medical expectations and lived a meaningful life for 28 years. He passed away peacefully in 2020, but the legacy he left behind remains incredibly powerful. Nick Smith's story not only helped the international community better understand primordial dwarfism, but also delivered a timeless message. A person's true worth is never measured by physical height, but by the love, courage, and extraordinary spirit they bring into the lives of others. The courage of a giant hidden within a frame only 1.27 meters tall, that is the proud portrait of Lauren Ruotolo. Afflicted with the rare McCune-Albright syndrome that makes the skeletal system brittle and prone to fractures, she transformed gloomy predictions of a life confined to a wheelchair into a journey of conquering the heights of the media industry in New York. The image of Lauren Ruotolo confidently striding with crutches at Hearst magazines is not only a miracle of will, but also the most vivid testament to the fact when the soul is large enough, no physical defect can imprison a human's aspiration for success. Moving beyond a brilliant career. Lauren Rotolo has also become a symbol of confidence through her book, Unstoppable, where she teaches us how to love our own cracks. She bravely shattered every standard mold of beauty, turning genetic mutations into the material for fierce pride and self-esteem. Lauren Rotolo's story is an inspiring, heroic anthem, reminding us that we are not born to blend into the crowd, but to shine brightly through our own uniqueness, no matter how harsh a script destiny has written. Alexandra Siang, a teenager from Davao City, Philippines, has become a powerful source of inspiration on social media thanks to her extraordinary resilience. At just 5 months old, her life was turned upside down when she was diagnosed with stage 2 Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH, a rare medical condition involving abnormal growth of immune cells. By 7 months old, the small baby had already undergone intense and life-saving medical treatments to fight for her survival. Although she overcame the illness, the aggressive medical interventions during infancy affected her physical development. As she entered her teenage years, Alexandra still retained a childlike face, a soft voice, and a very small stature compared to others her age. This difference led her to face countless stares, doubts about her age, and even unkind remarks, to the point where she once considered quitting school. However, with the loving support and strong protection of her parents, Alexandra Siang learned to ignore negative comments and proudly embrace her uniqueness. She courageously stepped out of her comfort zone and became a content creator, spreading positive energy to hundreds of thousands of followers. With her ever-present radiant smile, Alexandra Siang continues to share a powerful message. No one is perfect, and true value is never defined by rigid beauty standards. Instead, it shines through courage, confidence, and unconditional self-love. Karan Singh, from Meerut, amazed the world with his extraordinary physical growth after reportedly setting records as one of the heaviest and longest babies at birth. By the age of 8, he had reached an astonishing height of over 2 meters, far surpassing the average height of most adults, largely due to genetic factors from his parents, especially his mother, a former basketball player standing over 2.1 meters tall. Medical evaluations reportedly confirmed that Karan was in good health, with no known hormonal disorders or complex medical conditions affecting his natural growth. Despite facing everyday challenges such as finding specially sized clothing and shoes, Karan has always maintained an optimistic attitude and enjoys spending time with his friends. He has a deep passion for basketball and trains actively with the dream of becoming a professional athlete and one day representing his country in international competitions. Karan's story is not only impressive because of his extraordinary height, but also deeply inspiring for the confidence he shows in embracing his differences while pursuing his ambitions. With the support of his family, he is steadily turning his exceptional physical traits into an advantage for his future career. Anith, a Cambodian baby girl born with an incomplete skull, stands as a shocking testament to intense vitality in the face of rare medical mutations. Her family's journey to connect global compassion was not just a life and death search for surgical opportunities, but an epic saga of human solidarity helping to realize the right to live. This story affirms the infinite power of hope and kinship, powerfully inspiring the overcoming of adversity to protect the most fragile lives in the world. Moving far beyond the ordinary limits of nature. The story of Mrs. Kumari Nayak in India is a staggering chapter in the book of the planet's rarest genetic mutations. With a total of 31 fingers and toes, she possesses a singular body structure due to extreme polydactyly, creating a powerful visual phenomenon that challenges all anatomical standards. Her 12 fingers and 19 toes are more than just record-breaking numbers. They are a vivid testament to the miraculous and mysterious power of human genetic mutation. The images of Kumari Nayak's hands and feet consistently ignite intense curiosity, turning her into an icon of natural difference and reminding us that the biological world always harbors impressive and deeply documentable genetic glitches. Hit like and subscribe to discover more extraordinary stories. Dishant Adhikari, a young boy from Nepal, captured international media attention with a truly unique life story deeply rooted in cultural beliefs. From birth, Dishant had a rare physical trait, a hairy appendage growing from his lower back near the tailbone, resembling a small tail. At first, his parents were understandably worried about his future and took him to several hospitals seeking medical options to remove it. However, a turning point came when they consulted local religious leaders. Within their cultural and spiritual context, the priests advised the family to keep the feature, believing it to be a sign of blessing from Hanuman, a highly revered figure. What began as fear and uncertainty gradually transformed into acceptance and unconditional love from both the family and the surrounding community. Instead of facing ridicule or discrimination, Dishant grew up surrounded by respect and admiration. Today, he enjoys a happy childhood, confidently attending school and living like any other child. His journey is a heartwarming story of acceptance, proving that love and perspective can turn physical differences into a source of pride and a truly special gift in life. Have you ever imagined a newborn baby with the wrinkled appearance of an 80-year-old? That was the shocking beginning of Tom Tennant, born in 1993 in Australia, who seemed to defy the very laws of biology when he entered the world with an extraordinary amount of excess skin comparable to that of a 5-year-old child. This rare congenital condition caused his entire body to appear deeply wrinkled due to unusually high levels of hyaluronic acid. Although the medical community at the time was puzzled and had no clear treatment, Tom's family chose to surround him with unconditional love rather than hide his difference. As he grew older, what seemed impossible turned into a natural miracle. His body gradually developed to match the excess skin, allowing the wrinkles to smooth out on their own. Today, Tom Tennant has reached adulthood and enjoys a healthy, happy life. His extraordinary journey is not only a fascinating medical phenomenon, but also a beautiful message of optimism, self-acceptance, and the immense power of family love, proving that a person's true value always shines far beyond physical appearance. Shivanath and Shivram Sahu are famous conjoined twins from a small village in Chhattisgarh who have become an international symbol of perseverance and the unbreakable bond between brothers. Born around 2001, with their bodies joined at the waist, the two brothers share a digestive system and 2 legs, while each having their own separate lungs, heart, and brain. This unique condition allows each of them to have independent thoughts, preferences, and personalities, even though they must move through life together as one in every daily activity. Rather than allowing physical challenges to limit their abilities, Shivanath and Shivram have amazed both the medical community and the public with their extraordinary coordination in everyday life. The brothers are able to manage personal tasks such as bathing, changing clothes, and coordinating their limbs to move around with remarkable agility. They have even impressed many people by learning to ride a bicycle to school alongside their friends, proving that determination, teamwork, and a positive spirit can overcome even the most extraordinary life challenges. As their life story attracted global media attention, many leading medical specialists reportedly offered advanced separation surgeries that could potentially allow each of them to live independently. However, in response to those offers, the brothers courageously chose to decline, expressing that they wished to spend their lives together in the form they were born with. They shared that they were content with their current life and feared that medical intervention could place the other at serious risk, a decision that received the full support of their family. Sadly, in 2020, the twins passed away due to serious health complications, bringing their extraordinary and deeply inspiring journey to an end. The lives of Shivanath and Shivram were never just about medical circumstances. They became a powerful story of dignity, proving that human worth is defined by the heart, resilience, and deep connection between people rather than physical perfection. Is this a strange evolutionary step for humans? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories. Master Ho is a steely testament to the power of rigorous discipline. Using his one-finger Zen technique to pierce coconut shells with just his index finger. Relying not on innate talent, this Malaysian legend spent over 20 years tempering his will and body, turning his finger bones as dense and durable as metal. Master Ho's story is a powerful affirmation that miracles are not born naturally. They are forged from sweat, relentless persistence, and an iron spirit that dares to challenge every human limit. Afiagoro is more than a name. He is a physical statement of the sudden limits of human biology. He emerged as the tallest man in Nigeria, but his 2.1-meter frame was not a gift. It was the result of an endocrine condition. His life took a dramatic turn in adolescence, when his body entered an extraordinary growth trajectory due to acromegaly, an excess of growth hormone. This transformation instantly turned everyday activities into a constant fight for survival, from simply fitting through doorways to finding clothes that had to be custom-made to match his extraordinary size. His story offers a profound insight into how the human body responds when its natural regulatory systems are disrupted. Nima and Dawa Peldon, born in 2017 in Bhutan, are conjoined twins connected at the chest and abdomen, sharing a single liver. Their early lives were filled with challenges, as every movement required perfect coordination between the two sisters. With extraordinary resilience and the unwavering love of their family, their journey toward independence began when they were given the opportunity to travel to Australia for a life-changing separation surgery. With the support of the Children First Foundation, the twins and their mother traveled to Melbourne in late 2018 to prepare for the major operation at the Royal Children's Hospital. A leading medical team spent weeks carefully studying the girls' highly complex anatomy in order to plan the delicate procedure. The thorough preparation, combined with the support of the international community, created a strong foundation of hope for a brighter and more independent future for the two sisters. In November 2018, a 6-hour surgery involving more than 25 specialists led by Dr. Joe Cremeri, was a remarkable success. The doctors carefully performed a liver separation procedure and reconstructed the abdominal wall with great precision, ensuring the safety and proper function of all vital organs. The moment Nima and Dawa were brought out of the operating room on 2 separate beds marked the beginning of a new chapter, opening the door to a life of physical freedom for both of them. The recovery process progressed quickly, thanks to the dedicated care of the medical team and the twins' own determination to learn how to move independently. After their health stabilized, they returned to Bhutan, where they continued to grow up healthy in the loving care of their family. Today, Nima and Dawa are able to run, play freely, and express their own unique personalities, becoming a living testament to the power of modern medicine and compassion that transcends borders. Do you believe in the miracles you have just witnessed? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. We always cherish your most empathetic perspectives. If these films have touched your heart or changed your worldview, please support us with a like. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell now so you don't miss the next living wonder, a figure we believe will leave you astonished and questioning every limit of reality. How would you define a perfect body? Is it a well-proportioned figure or a flawless face? Today, join me as we step into a completely different world, a place where the rules of medicine are turned upside down. In Part 1, we will meet children who are born with the bodies of giants, angels without arms or legs, or even hearts that lie entirely outside the ribcage. But don't be afraid just yet, because behind these strange appearances that astonish the world are untold stories of extraordinary courage and an astonishing will to live. They didn't just survive, they are living more brilliantly than any of us. Do you believe that one's attitude toward life matters more than outward appearance? Leave a comment with number 1 if you agree, or 0 if you think differently. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the deeply moving stories coming next. And now, let's explore these extraordinary lives together. Not only does Brock have to endure constant physical pain, but his daily life is also a series of inconveniences and enormous financial pressures that few people can truly imagine. His rapid growth means that clothes and shoes are always too small almost as soon as they are bought, forcing his family to spend large sums of money on custom-made oversized items, from a specially designed bed to a rare pair of size 28 shoes. The story of Brock Brown is powerful proof that a positive attitude toward life and the love of family are the most effective painkillers of all. Despite being sentenced by medicine to a short and painful future, Brock chose joy over despair. His journey reminds us not to let imperfections or adversity define our limits, but to cherish every healthy day we are given and transform what makes us different into something truly extraordinary. However, Oliver's journey has not been paved entirely with roses. Born into a family where extraordinary height is the norm, a father over 2 meters tall, and both his mother and older brother towering like human poles, possessing a giant physique during his teenage years still brought many everyday inconveniences. He has to lower his head to pass through most doorways, and finding a bed that fits in a dormitory or hotel is always a challenge. Even so, once he steps onto the wooden court, all of those inconveniences simply disappear. Oliver turned what others saw as clumsiness into sheer terror for his opponents. Videos of him dunking without even jumping or effortlessly blocking out the entire sky in front of rivals became a global phenomenon, transforming him from a Canadian boy into a highly promising star at prestigious tournaments in the United States. Put yourself in the right environment, and your differences will become your talent. Oliver once tried his hand at soccer, but his overwhelming height and lack of speed made him feel out of place. Only when he turned to basketball did he truly begin to shine. Don't force yourself to blend into the crowd if you were born to stand out. If you feel strange or out of place where you are, it may simply mean you're in the wrong environment. Seek spaces that value your uniqueness and turn what others see as a weakness into your own superpower. Because when placed in the right setting, that very difference is what allows you to shine in a way no one else ever could. If you also believe that differences are a source of strength, give this video a like to help spread this positive message. Have you found your own environment where you can truly shine? Share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe to join us as we turn what seems unusual into superpowers in our upcoming videos. Arya's transformation journey was not driven by surgery alone, but by iron will and steely discipline. From a boy who spent his days lying around playing video games and overeating, Arya had to learn how to quit sugar, sweating for hours in the gym under the guidance of a professional fitness trainer. The boy who once could not walk more than 5 meters without gasping for breath can now walk 3 kilometers every day, climb trees, and play soccer with his friends. Although after his rapid weight loss, Arya still had to face the issue of loose, sagging skin that required surgical removal, his eyes had changed completely, from darkness and insecurity to radiant hope. The image of Arya wearing a well-fitting school uniform and walking lightly to school is a tremendous victory, not only for him, but for everyone fighting obesity. It is never too late to reclaim control of your life. Arya has proven that even when you fall into the worst possible state, when it feels as though there is no way out, change can still happen if you dare to take action. The greatest lesson here is this: discipline is freedom. Only when we learn to restrain momentary desires and commit to a healthy lifestyle can we truly gain the freedom to enjoy life, pursue our dreams, and fully belong to the community. Chahat's condition goes far beyond an alarmingly high body weight, bringing with it severe health complications that directly threaten her life. She suffers from serious breathing and sleep difficulties, turning every night into a desperate battle for oxygen. Her unusually hardened skin not only hinders basic medical procedures, but also signals complex metabolic disorders occurring within her body. Her parents, impoverished laborers, have borrowed money from everywhere and knocked on the doors of many hospitals, only to face helplessness in the face of exorbitant treatment costs and the extreme rarity of her condition. They watched in anguish as their daughter was trapped inside her own heavy body, torn between a desperate desire to find the cause and the fear that without timely intervention, her fragile heart would not be able to endure any longer. Do not rush to judge by appearances. Chahat's case is a stark reminder that obesity is sometimes not the result of a reckless lifestyle or excessive indulgence by parents, but rather a symptom of an underlying disease that has yet to be understood. The deepest lesson here is empathy and humility in the face of the mysteries of medicine. Rather than criticizing or placing blame on families, we need a more compassionate perspective and a deeper appreciation for the priceless good fortune of having a healthy, normally functioning body. At the same time, this story reminds us to listen, to respect the difficult choices made by those directly involved, and to understand that not every destiny can be judged through logic or prejudice alone. Doctors once shook their heads in despair when Trace was born, declaring that the boy had no chance of survival. But Trace is a true warrior. He not only endured complex cranial surgeries to reshape his facial structure, but also bravely fought against hundreds of seizures every single day. Trace's parents were forced to face countless cruel comments on social media, where their child was labeled an alien, yet they never once backed down. They chose to make Trace's image public not to seek sympathy, but to show the world that a child who is different still deserves love and respect. Each birthday Trace lives through is a slap in the face to bleak medical predictions and a powerful affirmation of the resilience of human life. Life is a stubborn miracle. The story of Trace teaches us never to let prejudice or medical statistics extinguish hope. Family love is the strongest shield protecting children who are different from the cruelty of the world, helping them discover the value of their existence even when the whole world turns its back. That loving embrace nurtures self-worth and gives them the strength to stand firm in the face of judgmental stares. When they are accepted unconditionally, children who are different do not merely learn how to survive, they learn to believe that they are worthy of love and respect. What do you think about the viewpoint above? Comment 1 if you agree that family is the only foundation that helps children overcome adversity. Comment 0 if you disagree or have a different perspective. Enjoy the video and don't forget to like and share to help spread this message, and subscribe to support the channel. Before meeting Dr. Jim Salyer, Patero's life was confined within 4 dark earthen walls, living in fear of sunlight and the prejudiced stares of others. The pressure inside his skull was so severe that it could steal his eyesight, or even his life, at any moment. The flight from a poor village in Uganda to a modern hospital in Dallas felt like a journey through space and time for the young boy. The hours-long cranial reconstruction surgery was a life-or-death gamble, but the reward was beyond measure. When the bandages were finally removed, Patero not only saw the world more clearly, but for the first time, he dared to look straight into the mirror and smile. The boy who had once been regarded as a ghost in his village was now able to return to school, carrying with him a renewed faith in the kindness of strangers. Compassion knows no borders. Patero's story is proof that a single act of kindness from a stranger, Dr. Paul Salyer, can completely change the destiny of a human being on the other side of the globe. Never underestimate the power of compassion and modern medicine. Together, they can transform the darkest nightmares into the most beautiful dreams. For behind every medical breakthrough lies sweat, intellect, and an unrelenting desire to save lives. When the shared support of a community meets humane science, pain is no longer an ending, but becomes the beginning of rebirth. And in that moment, humanity realizes that hope is sometimes born from the very things that seem most fragile. The weight of the tumor on Didier's back was never as heavy as the burden of the malicious rumors imposed on him by the villagers. Forbidden from going to school, barred from playing with other children, and even excluded from religious ceremonies for being considered impure, Didier's childhood became a series of profoundly lonely days. The surgery to remove the tumor was not merely a medical procedure to eliminate the risk of skin cancer, but also a ritual of spiritual liberation. When Neil Bulstrode removed the turtle shell, He also severed the invisible chain that had bound Didier to a painful past. For the first time in his life, the boy felt a shirt brush against his skin without obstruction. And more importantly, he was able to walk outside as an ordinary child, no longer the focus of fear. Understanding kills prejudice. Didier's tragedy did not stem from his illness, but from the ignorance and superstition of the community around him. Never allow ignorance to turn an innocent person into a victim. Instead of distancing ourselves from what we do not understand, we should choose to learn and to empathize. Science and compassion are always the antidote to blind beliefs. If you also believe that knowledge and empathy are the true healing forces, support this video with a like so this message can reach even further. What do you think about the prejudices Didier had to endure? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so we can continue this journey of breaking down ignorance through powerful human stories together. Despite lacking an important sense, Tessa developed her other senses more strongly, especially the sensitivity of her heart and her joy for life. She never felt incomplete. On the contrary, Tessa turned her difference into fun, often joking with people by blowing air from her mouth. Tessa found a companion in three-dimensional printing technology, which helped create prosthetic noses that could be resized as she grew. Her parents chose to raise her as normally as possible, without hiding the truth and without shame. That very attitude has shaped Tessa into a confident, joyful child who runs everywhere and fills her home with song. To Tessa, not having a nose is simply a distinguishing trait, not a flaw that defines who she is. Happiness is a choice, not a condition. Tessa teaches us that physical perfection does not determine the joy of the soul. Attitude does. You can mourn what you lack, or you can smile and cherish what you have. Tessa chose to smile, and that smile is more beautiful than any perfect nose in the world. The life of Haley O'Kynes was an unfair race against time, yet she never accepted herself as the loser. Living with progeria, a condition that caused her body to age 8 times faster than normal, Haley carried the appearance of a 100-year-old woman within the body of a teenager. Instead of confining herself to hospital walls and waiting for a death predicted at the age of 13, Haley chose to live as brightly as possible. She traveled around the world, met her idols, wrote her autobiography, Old Before My Time, Old Before Her Time, and became a powerful voice representing people with rare diseases. She accepted the pain of arthritis and the weakening of her heart and lungs as part of life, yet firmly refused pity, living fully until the age of 17 like a medical miracle. Quality of life matters more than the quantity of time. Haley teaches us not to wait until we have enough conditions, enough health, or enough time before we start enjoying life. Live brilliantly today, cherish every breath, and turn each ordinary day into a memorable one, because tomorrow is something none of us can ever be promised. Sam Burns was not merely a patient with progeria, he was a brilliant thinker in a small, fragile body. This young man with a radiant smile touched the hearts of millions through his famous TED Talk on the philosophy of living a happy life. Sam never allowed illness to define who he was. He loved music and even designed a special drum set tailored to his slender body, weighing just 22 kilograms, which allowed him to march proudly with his high school band. The greatest legacy Sam left behind was not just his smile, but the inspiration that moved his parents to establish the Progeria Research Foundation, helping science discover the first drug to extend the lives of children facing the same condition. Happiness is a choice of mindset. The philosophy of Sam Burns was simple yet profoundly meaningful. Don't waste energy regretting your limitations. Pour all your strength into the passions that make you happy. Instead of staring at the doors that have closed, look for the windows that are still open, and step into the world with all your joy. Life is not measured by the length of our years, but by the depth of the moments we have truly lived. When we dare to change our perspective, every challenge becomes an invitation to discover ourselves. And it is precisely the courage to savor each moment that makes life complete and unforgettable. In the age of social media, Adalia Rose became a phenomenon that shattered rigid standards of beauty. She never hesitated to show her aged face, bald head, or gaps between her teeth in front of the camera. Instead, she turned them into a personal brand through stylish makeup videos and energetic dance routines. Adalia faced thousands of hateful comments every day with humor and a proudly unapologetic, "I don't care" attitude. She helped normalize the image of people living with progeria on the internet, guiding millions of viewers from initial fear to genuine affection and admiration for a free-spirited, open-hearted soul. Confidence is the most beautiful makeup a person can wear. Adalia Rose teaches us that you don't need to be perfect by someone else's standards to be loved. You only need to be the truest version of yourself. Don't hide in the shadows just because you are different. Step into the light and make the world see you in the way you choose to be seen. If Adalia's confidence has inspired you, give this video a like to help spread that positive energy. Are you ready to be the most authentic version of yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can continue exploring many more extraordinary inner beauties together. The fate of Bayazid Hossain in Bangladesh is far more tragic due to limited medical care and a lack of awareness in the surrounding community. Only 4 years old, yet he bears sagging skin, fragile teeth, and the cloudy eyes of an 80-year-old man. He endures not only physical pain, losing teeth and aching joints, but also cruel social rejection, as superstitious neighbors forbid. Despite possessing intelligence far beyond his age, walking and speaking much earlier than his peers, Bayazid has no opportunity to attend school. The sadness in his eyes is a silent accusation of injustice, a world where appearance is valued more than soul and intellect. Do not let ignorance turn into cruelty. The story of Bayazid is a painful reminder of how vital education and compassion are in society. Every child, no matter what form they are born in, longs to connect, to play, and to be accepted. Isolation caused by prejudice can sometimes be far more painful than the physical illness tormenting them. Angus is like a real-life Peter Pan, a boy who never grows up, not in a dreamy Neverland, but in the middle of a reality filled with medical challenges. Each week, Angus must take more than 250 doses of medication and lives entirely dependent on his mother's care. Yet the miracle lies in the way Angus has developed his own language of happiness. Though unable to speak, he communicates through a raised thumb, through smiles, and through affectionate hugs. Angus has a rare ability to sense the emotions of others. He always knows how to make people smile, even on their hardest days. The existence of Angus challenges every definition of maturity, proving that a soul fluent in the language of love does not need words. Angus teaches us that human connection does not reside in language or intellect, but in the resonance of the heart. Sometimes a sincere smile and a gentle hand to hold are enough to heal wounds and give life its deepest meaning. The lives of so-called fish boys are an endless torment of itching and burning pain. Skin that is dry and hardened like tree bark prevents the body from releasing sweat, turning summer days into a living hell. Especially for Min An Ka, living in an orphanage in Vietnam, the story is a journey in search of human warmth through layers of rough, peeling skin. Despite the pain that comes with every movement or every application of medication, Ka still longs to be held, to be touched, and to feel closeness. The image of caregivers patiently removing each layer of dead skin and gently soothing the child is the most beautiful proof of how profoundly human kindness can ease unbearable physical pain. Patience is the highest form of love. Caring for a child with ichthyosis demands extraordinary sacrifice and unwavering patience every single day. Do not be afraid to touch another person's pain in order to comfort it. True love is not about recoiling from imperfections, but about being willing to embrace them and help them heal. The birth of Laura and Mara was once a shock to their African family, but today it has become a source of pride for an entire community. In a fashion industry long obsessed with perfection and uniformity, the two sisters emerged like goddesses of light. Their porcelain white skin and platinum hair, set in striking contrast to facial features traditionally associated with people of color, create a mesmerizing visual effect. They are not merely posing for photographs. They are telling a powerful story about the extraordinary diversity of the human gene. Laura and Mara often stand beside their dark-skinned sister in photographs, creating a powerful statement that beauty has no borders and no fixed color. Difference is a superpower. Laura and Mara teach us that what makes you different is exactly what makes you valuable. Don't try to dissolve into the crowd. Be brave enough to become a singular, radiant version of yourself, because the world always needs its own distinct colors. Michaela de Prince began her life in tragedy at an orphanage in Sierra Leone, where she was shunned by so-called caretakers and labeled a child of the devil simply because of the white patches on her neck caused by vitiligo. She witnessed her father being shot and her mother dying of starvation, and it seemed as though her life would be swallowed by darkness forever. Fate changed when an American family adopted her and gave her her first pair of ballet shoes. From a frightened little girl, Michaela trained relentlessly to prove that the white marks on her skin were not a curse, but shining stars. Now, as she soars across the stages of the world's greatest theaters, audiences no longer see a patient with vitiligo. They see a proud black swan of extraordinary talent. Don't let your past define your future. Michaela de Prince teaches us that background or physical imperfections do not determine who you are. Dreams have the power to heal every wound. If you dare to believe in yourself and persevere relentlessly, you can rewrite the script of your life, turning its most painful chapters into the opening pages of a legend. When the first white patches appeared on the brown skin of April Starr at the age of 6, her world seemed to collapse under the cruel teasing of her peers. But instead of hiding or covering herself with heavy layers of makeup, April chose to face it head-on by stepping in front of the camera. With the support of her family and inspiration from her role model Winnie Harlow, she began a modeling journey, transforming her mottled skin into a one-of-a-kind work of art. The confidence shining from April Starr's eyes has conquered even fashion icons, proving that beauty does not lie in uniformity, but in uniqueness that cannot be replicated. Confidence is the sharpest weapon against bullying. April Starr shows us that when you truly love yourself, no criticism can wound you. Redefine beauty on your own terms. Don't wait for society to accept your differences. Express them boldly until the world is forced to recognize them as a new standard. The moment Sinar Engin was born in Turkey, the entire delivery room gasped in amazement as the nurse wiped the blood from the baby's forehead. There, a perfectly shaped red, heart-like birthmark appeared clearly, as if creation itself had personally stamped a mark of love on this little angel. Instead of worrying or trying to remove the unusual mark, Sinar's parents embraced it as a sacred gift and lovingly called him the Love Baby. Wherever he goes, Sinar draws curious glances and warm smiles. The boy has become a symbol of pure joy, reminding strangers that love can be found in the most unexpected places. See differences through a positive lens. Sinar's story reminds us that a child's confidence is shaped by their parents' attitude. When we treat unusual traits as gifts rather than burdens, a child grows up with pride and spreads that positive energy to the world around them. As we close part 1 of today's journey, we have witnessed extraordinary resilience, living proof that fate may deal you bad cards, but how you play them is what determines the winner. Do you agree that attitude toward life matters more than circumstances? Leave number 1 in the comments if you agree, or 0 if you have a different perspective so we can discuss together. Many more remarkable lives and shocking medical mysteries are waiting for you in part 2. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon. Welcome back to part 2 of our journey exploring the strangest destinies and the most extraordinary resilience on the planet. If part 1 left you amazed, then this chapter will shake you even more. From the glass girl, whose bones are as fragile as porcelain, yet whose will is harder than diamond, to a couple who find each other again, and a lost child, after half a century of tear-filled separation. Where do human limits truly lie when faced with the so-called errors of creation? Or are these stories all miracles carefully arranged by destiny? Don't take your eyes off the screen because the final story about the child who never sleeps will leave you silent in deep reflection. Before we begin, please hit subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the most inspiring moments. Do you believe that every physical imperfection can be a gift if we learn how to embrace it? Comment the word 1 if you agree. Comment the word 0 if you are still skeptical. Mia Aflalo and Farouk James both possess extraordinary rivers of hair, masterpieces of nature's craftsmanship, yet their journeys have diverged in completely opposite directions. While Mia has been celebrated by the world as a symbol of beauty, Farouk has had to use his hair to write a powerful manifesto about human rights. The difference lies not in the beauty of their hair, but in the lens through which society chooses to see it. Their story serves as a sharp reminder that natural beauty still often struggles to be accepted within rigid, unforgiving educational norms that lack compassion and understanding. The struggle of Farouk James and his mother was never just about a hairstyle. It was a fight against the erasure of identity. Refusing to cut his hair in exchange for a place at school became a powerful declaration that a child's worth lies in intellect and spirit, not in obedience to outdated appearances and superficial rules. By refusing to compromise, they turned his full, natural curls into a flag of equality. Their stand has inspired millions of young people to rise up and protect the very natural traits that make them unique. The world is inherently multicolored, and social norms should serve as a backdrop that celebrates that diversity, not an iron cage that suppresses individuality. When you dare to be your most radiant, authentic self, you are not only living for yourself, but also clearing a path for others to step into the light with confidence and embrace their own identities. Because sometimes, it takes just one person brave enough to break the silence to awaken an entire generation willing to live truthfully and live fully. The journey of Victoria Kamada is not merely a medical operation. It is an epic of unwavering parental faith in the face of the harshest adversity. Confronted with a brutal choice between amputating her legs and living in a wheelchair or enduring bone-deep pain in pursuit of hope, her family chose the hardest path imaginable. Metal frames, repeated bone fractures, and the agonizing process of lengthening her legs could not defeat the spirit of the small, fragile girl. Every unsteady step Victoria takes today is the strongest possible answer to those who once believed that fate could never be changed. The moment Victoria walked to school on her own two legs was not only a personal triumph, but also a powerful symbol of perseverance. To earn that freedom, she paid the price in sweat, tears, and countless long nights battling physical pain alongside Dror Paley. This story reminds us that sometimes miracles do not simply appear on their own. They are shaped through sacrifice and the relentless determination of those who love us most. Victoria did not merely regain her legs, she was given a radiant new life, one in which every obstacle became a test of courage rather than a barrier. In life, the shortest path is often surrender, but the right path almost always demands extraordinary resilience and patience. Believe this: when we pour our entire heart, strength, and love into fighting for something truly worth it, even adversity will step aside to make room for miracles. Giving up is the shortest path, but perseverance is the road that leads to miracles. When you fight with all your heart and strength, adversity is forced to step back. Hit like on this video to spread positive energy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment sharing your story. We're always here to listen, support, and stand with you on your journey. The image of Rama Haruna curled up inside a blue plastic basin is not merely a snapshot of fate's cruelty, but a radiant symbol of the will to live. Although her body stopped developing and she depends entirely on the care of her loved ones, Rama has never allowed physical pain to imprison her spirit. The bright eyes and glowing smile of this Nigerian girl prove that even when one is deprived of legs or a healthy body, the human soul can still rise and reach for the highest dreams. Her presence stands as a powerful affirmation. The value of a human life is not measured by the completeness of the body, but by the warmth of the heart. Rama's short life is also an enduring ballad of family love, especially the quiet sacrifice of her younger brother, who carried her everywhere he went. The plastic basin was not merely a means of transportation, it was an entire world wrapped in boundless love and patience. It was this deep bond that allowed Rama to nurture a dream of opening a small grocery shop to help her parents, instead of resenting her fate. Although Rama Haruna has left this world, the legacy of her never-giving-up spirit and the power of compassion remain a warm flame for anyone feeling trapped or lost. Happiness is not about having everything, but about learning to cherish what we already have amid life's imperfections. Do not let temporary hardships dim the light of gratitude, because only by valuing the simple, ordinary blessings can we find the strength to smile in the face of every storm. Isaiah Bird is a vivid, living testament to the idea that adversity is only a relative concept when a person possesses an unbreakable will. Instead of retreating into insecurity because of his physical difference, he chose to step onto the wrestling mat, one of the most demanding sports where balance is everything. In competition, Isaiah does not focus on the absence of legs. He channels his strength into powerful arms and his uniquely low center of gravity to overpower opponents much taller than himself. His lightning-fast takedowns are not merely athletic techniques, but decisive blows against every prejudice that claims there are limits to human potential. The image of Isaiah Bird moving swiftly on his hands toward the victory podium has become an eternal symbol of the global sports community. That young boy taught us that true stability does not come from feet planted on the ground, but from the courage to face challenges head-on. Every drop of sweat on the training mat is a declaration that fate may take away a part of our physical form, but it can never strip us of the right to shine. Isaiah turned the arena into a place that celebrates inner strength, where the hunger to win burns fiercely and rises above any physical limitation. The only limits that truly exist are the barriers we build in our own minds. Instead of wasting time resenting what you lack, focus all your energy on the strengths you already possess. When you stop making excuses and start taking action, the world will no longer fixate on your shortcomings. It will look up to the results you fought to create. Every small action you take today is a step toward tomorrow's miracle. If this video means something to you, please support it by hitting like and subscribing to the channel. That encouragement gives me huge motivation to keep sharing these values. Are you facing any obstacles right now? Share your story in the comments. We'll get through it together. Akshat Saxena once stunned the world when he entered the Guinness World Records with 34 fingers and toes. His case stands as a vivid testament to the boundless variations and occasional strange misfires of the human genome. Those densely packed fingers were not merely a rare medical phenomenon, but a story of adaptation and resilience. Despite possessing a physical structure entirely different from the majority, Akshat captured global attention. He is born as a one-of-a-kind version, carrying within them mysteries of creation that have yet to be fully understood. Surgically remove the extra fingers was a sacrifice of titles and fame in exchange for functionality and a future for the boy. Those complex operations transformed a biological wonder back into a child with hands capable of grasping naturally, ready for an ordinary life. The story affirms the redemptive role of science. Medicine does not only heal physical pain, but also helps remove natural barriers so individuals can confidently integrate into society. Every trait on the human body, even those labeled as errors of creation, carries its own meaning within humanity's evolutionary journey. However, the true lesson from Akshat Saxena lies in adaptability. We should honor biological diversity while also knowing how to harness scientific knowledge to improve quality of life. The harmony between self-acceptance and the willingness to change for the better is the key that allows each person to find their happiest place. Isaac Johnson proved that a physical trait once capable of causing deep insecurity can instead become a ticket to global fame. Rather than hiding his record-breaking wide mouth, the teenager bravely turned it into an entertaining superpower. His ability to fit oversized objects inside is not merely a humorous trick, but a bold way for Isaac to affirm his own uniqueness and celebrate being one of a kind. The confidence radiating from every one of Isaac's videos has transformed curious, judgmental stares into admiration and bursts of laughter, turning an unusual biological trait into a vibrant personal brand. The journey of Isaac Johnson is not merely a story about Guinness records. It is an anthem of choosing a positive attitude toward one's own differences. In a world relentlessly chasing rigid beauty standards, Isaac chose to go against the grain and celebrate the unconventional. He reminds us that when you have a heart wide enough and a sense of humor to match, every barrier tied to appearance can fade away. That playful, carefree attitude and the willingness to constantly reinvent himself is exactly what has helped Isaac Johnson inspire millions of young people, helping them realize that being different is not a burden, but a gift, if we know how to cherish it. A person's value is not determined by how closely they resemble the majority, but by how deeply they learn to love the parts of themselves that are unlike anyone else. Never let judgment make you hesitate. Instead, learn to transform what is labeled strange into something truly extraordinary. When you accept and take pride in your own identity, you create a powerful attraction that no social standard can ever replace. Don't let society define who you are. Be proud of your uniqueness and turn what is called weird into your own kind of wonder. Do you agree with this perspective? Don't hesitate to comment the word 1 if you agree, or 0 if you have a different point of view. Take some time to enjoy the video and remember to hit like, share, and leave a sub to support me. Thank you all so much. Zoe Lush is a vivid testament to one of humanity's most miraculous paradoxes. The most fragile body can house the strongest will. Living with the cruel reality of brittle bone disease, every breath and even the smallest movement for Zoe is a daring gamble. Yet instead of retreating into fear and darkness, she chose to shine, with a radiant smile and eyes filled with hope. The fractures in her bones could never shatter her spirit. On the contrary, they became marks of growth, living proof of a heart that has never surrendered to the harsh trials of fate. Zoe's life is not just her own story, but a powerful symbol of boundless family love. The people who created a protective shield around that fragile porcelain flower. The patience and tenderness of her parents in every careful touch have helped her continue writing an epic of resilience and the will to live. Zoe does not stand on strong legs. She stands on faith and unwavering optimism. The story of a little girl whose bones could break from a simple sneeze, yet who still longs to explore the world, has touched millions of hearts, reminding us of the true value of perseverance. Each of us carries our own personal breaking points, but true strength does not lie in never being hurt. It lies in continuing to smile and move forward, no matter how many scars we bear. Cherish every moment of peace, and let Zoe's resilience serve as a guiding lighthouse through moments of weakness. For the human will is the only material in existence that nothing can truly break. The story of Sarah Justice and Andy Justice is a sweet testament to the idea that when you open your heart to the world, the world responds with miracles far beyond expectation. Their decision to adopt a set of triplets was not only a profoundly compassionate act, but also the key that unlocked a door to happiness long believed to be sealed shut. The unexpected shock of becoming pregnant with twins shortly afterward felt like a well-earned reward for their kindness and perseverance. From a home once quiet under the weight of infertility, their house suddenly erupted with the sounds of 5 little angels, turning the pressures of childcare into an adventure filled with laughter and priceless memories. Life for the Justice family, with nearly 300 diapers a week, became a vivid portrait of happy chaos. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the demands of raising 5 newborns at the same time, Sarah Justice and Andy Justice chose to embrace every challenge with optimism and unconditional love. They proved that the definition of a perfect home is not found in order or quiet, but in the capacity of a parent's heart. The rapid arrival of new family members transformed their house into a symbol of hope, reminding us that sometimes the most unexpected turns lead us to the most beautiful destinations. Life does not always follow the plans we carefully lay out, and its greatest gifts often arrive when we least expect them. The story of the Kaczynski family reads like a probability puzzle whose final answer carries the color of a religious miracle. The fact that 3 sets of twins, from adopted children to biological ones, all share the same birthday, February 28th, is a coincidence so rare it defies conventional logic. Yet behind those seemingly dry statistics lies a deeply human arrangement of fate. It feels as though destiny deliberately chose a single extraordinary day to bind 6 children and 2 adults into one home, transforming randomness into a perfect symphony of love and inseparable connection. The Kaczynski family proved that family is not built solely on bloodlines, but also on extraordinary threads of destiny. By opening their arms to adopt unfamiliar sets of twins, only to later discover a remarkable coincidence with their own biological child, they delivered a powerful message about kindness and the way the universe gives back. Every year on February 28th, their home becomes more than just the setting for a massive birthday celebration. It transforms into a place that honors profound spiritual connections and the unseen bonds that tie lives together. This story reminds us that the world is filled with mysteries far beyond human understanding, where love itself becomes the catalyst for the impossible. Logic and science help us explain how the world works, but faith and an open heart allow us to truly feel the beauty of miracles. Don't be too rigid in searching for explanations behind every coincidence. Sometimes, it's enough to let your heart lead the way and embrace the arrangements of destiny. The story of Karen Vinar and Denny Vinar is not merely a youthful memory of romance, but a powerful testament to the strength of devotion and destiny. After more than 50 years apart, when wrinkles had traced their faces and hair had turned gray, the flame of love within them still burned as brightly as it did in the early 1960s. Denny's courage in searching for his first love through the internet proved one timeless truth. Time may change everything, but it can never erase the most genuine emotions of the human heart. Their remarriage in their later years became a radiant message of hope, affirming that true love always finds its way back home. The journey to reunite with the daughter they had lost for more than half a century was the final piece that completed the Vinar family's picture of happiness. The moment when 3 people, once torn apart by prejudice and the harsh circumstances of the past, embraced each other in tears, moved millions of hearts. It was not only a family reunion, but a profound healing of pain and regret that had lingered for 50 long years in the lives of Karen Vinar and Denny Vinar. This story reminds us that as long as people continue to hope and strive, even the deepest wounds of the past can be healed through love and understanding. Never give up hope for the precious things you may have lost along the way. The story of Karen Vinar and Denny Vinar teaches us that no matter how far life may push us apart, the bonds formed by genuine affection will always endure with remarkable resilience. Believe in the power of healing, because when we are patient and sincere enough, destiny will always open a second chance for us to continue writing a fulfilling ending to our lives. If you believe that every heartfelt wait will be rewarded, drop a comment with the number 1 right now, or 0 if you're not fully convinced yet. Keep enjoying the video, and don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support the channel. Your companionship is the greatest motivation for us to keep growing every single day. The story of Natalia Grace stands as one of the most controversial mysteries in the history of international adoption, where reality and accusations intertwine like a gripping psychological thriller. A girl with a small, seemingly innocent appearance suddenly became the center of chilling allegations, ranging from plotting to kill her adoptive parents to an elaborate deception about her true age. The abrupt legal revision of Natalia's birth year created a shocking paradox. A person could be transformed into an adult overnight by nothing more than a decision written on paper. This plunged public opinion into a maze of questions, where every new piece of evidence seemed capable of completely overturning our perception of who was the perpetrator and who was the victim. Behind the sensational headlines surrounding Natalia Grace lies a dark portrait of shattered trust and the hidden corners of human psychology. Whether Natalia was truly an abandoned child or an adult with dwarfism harboring darker intentions, the emotional damage inflicted on everyone involved is beyond measure. The prolonged legal battle not only exposed the cracks within the child protection system, but also revealed the power of fear when society is confronted with what it deems abnormal. This story reminds us that in the most complex relationships, truth is rarely black and white, and every narrative is shaped by harsh, deeply subjective lenses. Kindness is a precious gift, but it must be safeguarded with clarity of judgment and transparent processes. The story of Natalia Grace teaches us a lesson in caution. Sometimes reality is harsher than any work of fiction. Always keep a cool head when faced with unusual situations, because when the line between right and wrong becomes blurred, truth can only be uncovered through patience and objective evidence, not through fleeting emotions. 12 stories, 12 extraordinary fragments, each miraculous yet deeply challenging, shaped by creation. Some overcame fate with iron will, some turned their limitations into superpowers, and others experienced reunions that seemed possible only in movies. After all of it, what do you realize? That the only true limit is the barrier within our own minds. Which story moved or amazed you the most? Don't forget to hit like if this video gave you a boost of inspiration, and subscribe to join me in exploring more remarkable journeys ahead. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now, and